Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ratchet Clank Size Matters. I am doing post commentary again because the game did not capture my audio or whatever. But unlike Zenless Zone Zero, I care for this series, so I might actually do say stuff that might be worthwhile. Let's find out. So the first thing you'll notice with Size Matters is that it's appears to be the PSP port. Can't tell right now because we're not in a cutscene yet, but if you look in the background, you'd see lines dissecting the skybox, or space box, I guess you would call it. Hmm, this is odd.
Much
I
better.
can still see the
Sun is
pixels, but
burning
it looked
today.
a lot more pixelated on my big fat TV.
I swear, Clank, I'm done with all that hero stuff. Now let somebody else save the universe.
What I do
I'll
appreciate is
deal
how
with it
animated Ratchet
another
is in this
time.
game. I
If
think
there is
it
trouble,
fits his
then it is
character
only
from the
prudent
earlier
to
games.
ensure that.
Too bad they lost that in the later ones, where he just stood still and he talked.
Nah, what'd you do that for?
This is Luna.
Whoa,
She's
what are
on
you doing?
I'm taking
the
pictures
opening
of our
screen, and she
friends.
doesn't
I'm
move, but
doing a
everything else
book
does.
on heroes, and I recognize you from the newspaper. You're Ratchet, right?
Well, I see you have a knack for recognizing greatness.
I was wondering if it would be possible to get some pictures of you doing some heroic action.
Well, I would, but there's really not much heroic work to do around here. Oh, I can lift Clank over my head, though. How about that?
I was thinking maybe you could fight some robots or something. I know where you could find them.
I do have a massage scheduled in 15 minutes, but, oh, what the heck. I could use a bit of exercise. Come on, buddy. Let's put on a good show for our little reporter here.
I am going to regret this.
Getting your first trophy here. Jump in water, get eaten. Boom. Get eaten by a fish. There's your first trophy in the first 5 seconds of gameplay. So as you'll notice on Size Matters is because it's a PSP port, it is not very... Can't think of the word, but I want to say looks good. Doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look as well as the PS2 ports. Second thing you might have noticed so far is our blaster gun is not a rapid fire gun. It's pretty quite slow for
L button and R button at the same time to
a
jump.
blaster gun.
Press the X button while crouching to do a high jump.
The lacerators are going to be one of your best friends in this game because, as you'll learn from the other weapons, they suck in damage. One of those, the concussion gun, is probably the worst gun in Ratchet & Clank history. Turning the bolt crank was weird because my stick just didn't go well with it. But I think they modified the bolt worth in the
L button and R button and the X button while running to do a long jump.
in this game because I feel like I'm getting more money than I should.
Their first person mode. Aim and fire the target on the gate to open it.
The funny part about all Luna's little tutorial stuff is that when you come back later and she's not with you, it's still her voice that it just shows up telling you what to do. So these boys are your basic one-hit kill enemies. Little blue crabs. There's a trophy for killing a big blue one. I don't know how you make him spawn, but he comes. Pause. Over here you can see there's well, there's nothing. So there's no point really going in that water. It's for if you fall down, but and you're not gonna fall down. You know how to long jump in this game. Just hold both bumpers and jump. So weird. But yeah, size matters. It's an okay game. For what I remember, hadn't played it in 10 years, but it's been okay so far, except the concussion gun. Oh my god, worst thing ever. This might be what you could call the first hard part of the game, I guess you could say. Maybe a difficulty spike. One might elaborate with. It's a small confined space with these enemies coming out at you. And if this was regular PSP, alternative camera sucks. You gotta use the bumpers. PS5 lets me use the stick, so that's good.
If you need more ammunition, try purchasing it at a Gadgetron vendor.
Thanks, help desk lady. You've been a big help. Now, in a little bit, you'll see what this game has that I consider something that should come back. It's pretty unique. Instead of having you buy your armor at a vendor, or in the case of Deadlock, you just get it, and it's not really armor, it's just a new color. This one, you find the pieces just laying out and about in the world, or you win them from doing a challenge. And it's kind of a neat thing. This is the first thing you get, the Wildfire Torso.
Wow, that was super! I can't wait to show everyone the pictures.
Quark?
Clank! What a coincidence! What are you doing here?
I am trailing Ratchet and Clank to see what they are doing, so I can join in on their next adventure.
Hey, that's what I'm doing! No, wait,
Do you not have somewhere else to go? Home to your family, perhaps?
Hey, Cork. Nice hat. Sorry, Cork. What? Was that your mother's hat or something? Seriously, dude. It's just a hat.
It's not that. It's my mother.
Mother and father. I never knew my family.
I was given up for adoption as a baby and was raised
Raised by monkeys. Hey.
Thanks for sharing.
Perhaps you should attempt to find your real parents.
And then you just have some random robots show up and it's like, oh,
There she is.
get girl. And then blow up stuff. This house never did you anything. Boom, space laser. Gone.
Well, looks like I'm gonna be late for my massage. Let's go.
This opens up the second half of Pokitaru. Now you deal with these new boys. They have the gimmick of so many other enemies in other games where they split in two and they die. And for the record, I do plan on going through this whole game and getting every trophy and posting it on YouTube. I want to try to do something. At the very end, I'll do a compilation of the skill points. Maybe I'll post the ones that I get with it. I'll definitely do one for the titanium bolts.
You can run up magnetic surfaces
Using your gravity boots. Try walking up that wall. I think I was pointing out the sky right there, because it's weird how you see space, but it's like daytime on Pokitaru. I don't know if in Ratchet and Clank 1 if Pokitaru was like that, but it is in this game, and that just felt a little odd. And here's where we get our first titanium bolt. See the little ledge? We jump over to it, and bam. This man's so excited. Come down a little zip line. Then we have mobs. But this is where I decide, you know what? Let's level up something else. The quick select menu is not a good one.
Use the directional buttons to make Ratchet strafe in any direction.
As you can see over there, that is our second piece of wildfire armor, the gloves. It appears that on average you'll get, I would say 2, but you don't get the boots until the third world. So I don't know. But this is the area when I came back. There was a big blue crab that I killed, and that was for the trophy. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna mark it in that this is the crab. Here's your big ass crab. We're gonna shoot it. Take it as a gun. Shoot him in the booty hole. Bam, he's dead. The crab area. Again, I don't know how I got to it. And let's see, I should like cut it soon afterwards to here. This is the start of the first skill point that I get. You have to do this boat ride without taking damage. That's why you see me rewind not once, but twice. Oh, or I thought I did. But I'm not scared to use the rewind function. Sorry. This little island right here seems like a good area to get some XP.
If you'd like to strafe with the analog stick, you may set this option in the camera and controls menu of the options screen.
Strafing with this game on PSP must have been a chore because the PSP is so small and the buttons are so small. I never played the PSP port. I played the PS2 port. I only got till the, I want to say second to last level with the dropship. I think it called itself a dropship. It just decimated me. Dun 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 dun. And these boys, you find out later who they are. They don't need a reason to be doing this unless everything was all pre-set up for this one moment. But no, they decide to blow a building because they can, and then we find our second bolt. You know, I could be learning how to make a donut in Blender right now. But nah.
Ratchet can throw his wrench at enemies. Crouch with the L and R buttons, and press the square button to throw the wrench.
I believe you can throw it in first person. Oh no, this mic's gonna die soon. I don't know if you heard that. So I'll have to wait some more to do the second voiceover. Oh well. And here we are approaching the end of the level. Those were our last enemies. Up that ladder starts the last cutscene, and then we move on to the next world, which I believe is pronounced Relus. Or Rylus. It's like Zelda, they never say the planet's name sometimes.
Target acquired. Proceeding to Galadon.
Help me!
I can't believe we lost her. Why would they want a little girl?
I do not believe they were after her. I believe they were after this.
Well, this is, what is this?
If my memory bank serves me correctly, I believe it is a technomite artifact.
Yeah, right. Seriously, what is it?
It is a technomite
Look,
artifact.
Clank, that girl is in trouble and we can help her. Technomites are just some fairy story that parents tell their kids to explain how technology works. They don't really exist.
I believe they do exist, and this could prove it. That is why those robots wanted that child to get this object.
Did we? Did you? Whoa, that was quite a jog. Is that what I think it is? Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme! I haven't seen one of these since... Well, I've never actually seen one, but I've heard stories about the technomites and their mystical objects.
There are no technomites!
But this is our only lead. If you want to help that girl, we should follow the coordinates etched on the side.
Fine. Let's get out of here. See ya, Quark. And please, stay out of our way this time.
On to the second world. Rylus. Relus. I probably got the name wrong. Don't think very sure. Well, nope. Rylus. Woo. We got it right. Yeah, point for me. Woo. Not like I played this game already. Don't ask me how he stayed alive.
Technomites appear to have abandoned this area.
Yeah, the technomites. Are real tricky that way. All right, let's get this over with. Where are we going?
Well,
I'd go that way, but that's just me.
Oh, Quark. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Look, I can help you. I've been here before.
do you know where we should take this object?
Of course I do. But what's in it for me?
You want to find your family, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you tell us where to go, you can stay here and use our ship's computer to research your family history.
Ooh, great idea. I'll do it.
Quark, where do we take the artifact?
I'll try that big building. For some reason, the good stuff is always in the biggest buildings.
Thanks, Quark. You've been helpful.
And this should be the conclusion of this episode. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you, and have a good day.